Hey guys, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Black Lightning Season 3 review series. And today I am going to be talking about Episode 4, The Book of Occupation, Chapter 4, Lynn's Ourobros. And this episode I thought was pretty good. I would say pretty much carries on from where we left off at the end of Episode 3. As we have seen already, we've seen Jennifer has already been recruited by Agent Odell and is now being used as a weapon, while Agent Odell is going around recruiting young metahumans. And we've also seen Jefferson has now got a brand new suit, so that will give him an advantage in fighting crime, and also he is able to use his powers without actually having to put on the suit. So that was quite a good episode. And as we saw at the end of episode 3, we saw Khalil is alive and well, but is now reprogrammed as the painkiller and is working alongside Agent Odell, and his first target was his mother, who he killed in cold blood. So it's going to be very interesting because now Agent Odell has Jennifer working for him and has got the painkiller working for him, but they don't both realise that both of them are working for the same guy. So that's a really interesting concept in itself. So with that all said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about episode 4, The Book of Occupation, chapter 4, Lynn's Ourobros. So this episode starts off with Lynn talking about the metavirus, which apparently has Ebola properties, and she's not been able to solve it. She also notes that it shares commonalities with Greenlight, which led her to a breakthrough, sort of. She starts doing some experimenting with the beneficial qualities of Greenlight and tests it on herself to give herself super smart. So while Lynn has been making these discoveries and breakthroughs, she's been using the Greenlight chewing gum, which allows her to become very super smart and advanced. So that's why she's able to figure out these things so fast. Meanwhile, in Freeland, Jefferson is driving Jennifer to school and discovers just how different things are and is horrified. At one of the checkpoints there's an attack and Jefferson barely stays cool. Elsewhere he meets with Gamby in a cloaking device, who gives him a way to disable the tracking device Odell puts into his new suit. Jennifer meets with Odell. Jennifer questions why Odell hasn't stopped the occupation, but he maintains his claims about the threats of the Markovians. Elsewhere we see a gang member takes what appears to be a military-style supply truck. At school, Jamila sneaks in to do her reporting, this time on the mandatory testing for messes at the school. The new kid claims to have already been tested. Odell sends Painkiller to find the people stealing his trucks and kills them. Jennifer tells her dad that when a war breaks out, he'll be glad for the ASA's measures. One of the kids ends up showing Jefferson a video of Blackbird. Jefferson is also informed that he's been made guidance counselor, complete with a pay rise. Jefferson meets with Odell, upset about the military presence at Freeland, but Odell tells him to do as he's told, or else Jennifer and Anissa go to the pit. Henderson is also struggling with the situation when the occupation forces show up and commandeer the police station and kick him out of his own office. Jennifer gets a text from Odell containing a video showing the Markovians attacked on Sudan, and it's horrific. Lynn continues her work but is becoming addicted to her Greenlight creation. Now this is where the show will start to get interesting, as we see that Lynn starts to become slowly more and more addicted to the Greenlight drug. So this will make for a great second half of the season, which I will get into a few videos down the line. Blackbird shows up at a gun deal and confronts those who have been attacked through the ASA checkpoint. Jefferson pays Anissa a visit and meets Grace. Grace knows about Thunder and Blackbird, and Jefferson is far from happy. Grace freaks out and shapeshifts. Anissa throws Jefferson out. Anissa comforts Grace and calls her Shay Lee Wild, and they begin to patch things up. Jefferson notes that Lynn doesn't look great and she starts to have weird tunnel vision. She hurries back to the pit to work. Meanwhile, Painkiller pretty much tortures soldiers to give him information on the drug dealer stealing the trucks of Odell. At school, Jennifer sticks up for the occupation and the ASA rolls up right then and takes away a student and hits the principal. Lynn continues to try to solve the virus situation and it appears that she does. Meanwhile, at Gamby's basement, Jefferson learns Gamby is tracking Odell through another ASA person to try and find the pit. Jefferson goes to Anissa and asks for help to rescue the students. Painkiller goes after the drug dealer and kills him. Blackbird gets the rescued prisoners to the perimeter so they can escape. Odell confronts Jefferson about helping with the rescue, and we learn that Gamby finds the ASA pit. Odell tells Lynn she's still needed, and it's revealed that Odell got Lynn addicted to Greenlight on purpose so she can finish the job much quicker. Jennifer calls Odell and he gives her a new suit and a comm device. He tells her to fly up until it beeps, and when she does, she is high above the earth where she absorbs so much power. And that pretty much wraps up episode 4. Very good episode. I'm really enjoying how they're handling Lynn's addiction to the green light, and Jennifer has now got a new suit, so that allows her to control her powers, but on a bit more of a scaled down sort of version compared to Jefferson's suit. And yeah, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this one a lot, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how things play out. So I am going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on Jennifer getting a new suit? What do you think the catch is regarding Odell's intentions? What's your thoughts on Lynn's addiction to Greenlight? Do you think it's possible that Jefferson knows more than he's letting on? What about the painkiller? What kind of role do you think he'll end up playing in this situation with Odell? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will be back next time for another edition of the Black Lightning Season 3 review series, where I'll be talking about episode 5. So until next time, take care everybody, and stay safe.